As if the Dallas Mavericks didn't already have enough to worry about playing the NBA's hottest team right now in the Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis added to their struggles, not playing in 38 days and immediately coming into the NBA Finals on the biggest stage and making a winning impact. There was many question marks regarding Kristaps Porzingis and his effectiveness coming into the NBA Finals. Obviously not playing for that long, it's tough to get into a groove, but Kristaps shut down those rumors immediately, making an impact on both ends of the floor, contesting and blocking shots on the defensive end, and just going one-on-one against the Dallas Mavericks smaller defenders, shooting over them and just getting buckets. He was the difference maker in the game, and the Mavericks really didn't look like they knew what to do with him. They didn't have a good game plan. They almost looked like they thought that he wouldn't be such an impact, and their matchup was not effective whatsoever. But we got to give all the credit to Kristaps. Having a bunch of pressure put on you is not an easy thing, and just being ready, coming in and making an impact to help your team win is something that you need out of an NBA champion team, and that's exactly what the Celtics get. Let's break down the film and see how he did these things so well. Immediately after checking into the game, Kristaps exposes the mismatch that the Mavericks gave him. The small Hardy cannot compete with 7'3" Kristaps, as he's just going to be able to shoot over him, and it's not a good matchup. He tries to flop there, and that's just an easy jumper for Porzingis. This is just one of the ways how Kristaps impacts the game so heavily, just creating matchup issues from the other end. As you can see, he spaces the floor, but he's also 7'3", so it makes it difficult for the Mavericks to match up with for him just on a size basis. And he definitely exposed this matchup in the first quarter, getting a lot of his buckets just posting up, facing up, and shooting over the smaller defenders. When something works in the NBA, the teams are going to continue to go to it until you show them something different and stop it. And that's exactly what they do again here. Putting the smaller green on Kristaps, again, not a good matchup for the Mavericks, just turns around and shoots over him. This just demonstrates the versatility offensively in Porzingis' game. Now with Lively on him, who is a pretty decent matchup size-wise, he's playing up on him so he can't just shoot a jump shot as he's made two in a row. Versatility, and he just drives him, which right by him so tough to guard and such a tough matchup. And really why the Celtics ran a lot of their offense through him in the first half. This is that floor spacing aspect of the Celtics that makes them so deadly. Right now, everybody on the court can shoot the three ball effectively. Right here, they lose Porzingis in transition, and he steps into the easy three-pointer. If he's hitting from that deep, he's almost impossible to stop. After a Porzingis miss and Tatum getting the offensive rebound, just a high IQ play here, cutting to the rim. Luka doesn't really know, doesn't see him until the last second, and there's nothing he can do. Now, the production on offense was a big reason why the Celtics were successful, but I would argue that the defensive impact he had was even more felt for the Celtics. He only ended up blocking 3 shots that showed up on the stat sheet, but the ones that don't show up are all the plays that he contested and made the defender think about it in the air. There were multiple times that Kyrie changed his shot in the air, and we've seen him make so many tough layups. That's what makes him so great, his creativity and his ability to finish. And he really impacted a lot of the Mavericks' shots inside, causing them to miss, change their shot, and just really impact their game on the inside. They also limited all of the Dallas Mavericks' lobs that we saw, so they were so successful for in the past few rounds to Gafford and Lively. They were almost non-existent in this game 1, and Kristaps was a big part of it. If Kristaps isn't in the game for the Celtics, they would likely have Horford slide in that big spot, and they don't get the rim protection aspect in their defense that they would get with Porzingis. Porzingis genuinely is one of the best rim protectors in the league and doesn't get a lot of credit for it. He blocks a lot of shots, and the ones he doesn't, he does force them to change in the air and impacts a lot of shots. Even here, just the hustle. Usually this would be an easy steal and bucket, but he blocks the shot all clean right before the half, keeping the momentum into the second quarter. And plays like this, usually Kyrie can come down and finish, contort his body in the air to get a shot off, but with Porzingis in the paint, he really makes a difference in this Celtics defense. They already can switch on a lot of the things. Horford did a great job switching defensively, holding his own. We already know what Drew can do, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but with the aspect of having a true rim protector in the game, really helps this Celtics team. and I look forward to seeing what else happens in the rest of the series. If you did make it this far in the video, please make sure to subscribe, like it. We'll see you next time.